Happy Thursday. Hope you are doing well. We're going to be a little bit late tonight because I just got home. Been gone all day. Sophie had a scrimmage tonight in Watkins Glen, and I picked them up about 2, so we went to Watkins Glen and spent the afternoon, which is like a cute little lake town. But when you guys jump on, say hello. We're going to do our first Christmas in July crafting night. We're going to do the trees. These are a part of our Christmas in July sale. You guys can claim through the 22nd, which is what, next Tuesday? So when you jump on, say hey, hit the heart button, comment trees. Let me find myself here and we'll get started. Hope you guys are doing great. I didn't think that I was going to be home this late, so I planned on being live at 8 o'clock, but the scrimmage took way longer than I had anticipated. And we were in a gym that had no air conditioning, and it was very, very warm. I can't imagine how the girls felt because we were all sweating. Me, my mom, the kids. It was a warm one. Okay, let's just pin this comment. I am Brittany with Tilden Designs. If you see the red light above my head, I'm live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay. So just comment #replay. Let me just get this into all the places I need to get it. Make sure you guys are commenting. Every 10 minutes, a timer will go off, and whoever's comment is there will go into the Sunday Funday basket. So let me set my timer. Hi, Chris. How are you? Thank you to everybody who has claimed from the sale already. You guys, I think this was the most successful sale just overnight. Normally, like, you know, it becomes more successful as the time goes on, but like just overnight, it did very, very well. So thank you to everyone who claimed. Hi, Jenny. So these are super, super cute trees. We called these the applique trees because they have like these cute decorative pieces. There's 2 styles. One is like a large back piece with a kickstand, and then this one is like a more skinny version, and then it comes with this piece that it goes down in. And we're going to use an embellishment, and I have some different things. So I think this is going to be cute. I'm going to turn my glue gun on. Hi guys, how are ya? All right, I think I set my timer. We're ready to go. Hit the heart button when you join. Comment trees, sprinkle, SHARE, all that good stuff. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. We literally just pulled in the driveway. It's been a day. It's been a day, but my babies are home, so I'm excited about that. All right, so we're gonna use some pretty basic colors. These pieces are gonna look like the snow. So I'm gonna paint them all in like a white, but what I'm gonna do first is actually stain everything all in one color because I wanna do like a dry brush effect and make it look like very like chippy and, you know, distressed, whatever I'm trying to say. So what we're gonna do is just start by literally taking everything, and I'm gonna use a mixture of espresso mixed with black velvet, and we're just gonna stain everything. I'm gonna paint it on and then wipe it off. So this will just be a quick process. This little kickstand is for the one, you're not gonna see that, so we're not gonna worry about that. Pretty much everything except for my birds, I'm going to stain really fast. How was everybody's day? My birds and my snowflake. Everything else we're gonna give a quick staining. And then, you know what I forgot to do was grab my transfer, because I want to use one of the new Christmas transfers. It's called Christmas Delivery, if I can find it. I have them in order, right? Size, or, yeah, right here. We're gonna use this one. So it's got a bunch of cute little like stamps, and we're gonna use the cutouts and add an embellishment on them. And I think I just want to use the one that says Merry Christmas 1225. And then a little snowflake, I think is what I want to use. So I'm going to paint those really quick. I think I'll stain one, and then I'll also do white on one. But I'll just stain everything quick just to give it a background. How is everybody? So I'm going to use this one and like a larger. These are on Etsy if you guys don't know. I'm just trying to see which one goes with which. I think it's this one. Must be. So we're just gonna use those. Let me go back to my comments here. Hi guys, thank you for the stars, Miss Susan. All right, so we're just gonna take our paint again, case. It's mixed with espresso and black velvet, and we're just gonna give a quick paint job to all of these. I'm just gonna use I have like a big dry brush. That's what we're going to use. And I'm actually going to use this later on as well when I do my dry brush technique. There is still a ton available from the sale. Obviously, cutouts are cut to order, so the cutouts are at the very beginning. So you can claim those through the 22nd, and then anything retired, you guys can claim that as well that's left over. There was a couple things of paste left, just eggshell, and then strawberry swirl, and then tons of transfers left, like tons. So, hi Lisa. So I'm just wiping this off. I'm actually probably going to use a baby wipe in certain spots. I probably should just, I need anything a baby wipes, Mark. Hi Debbie. So you can make it like as dark or as light as you want. I'm going to go with that for this part. I'm paused on my end. I'm going to try just go through and get everything coated fast and then wipe them all off at once. I have gotten about halfway through and then I had to leave to get my kiddos. So not all of them have been sent. Deborah, yours is sent though. I know for a fact I did yours. I got about halfway through and then had to leave. So. I also added water into this. I probably could add a little bit more because it could be spread out a little bit more thin.
Let me do.
Maybe do this part so I can wipe it off.
Maybe that. I can do this.
Need to go through your long list. Hi, Brenda. How are you guys? I'm trying to refresh. My video is not showing up right here. Let's try to refresh this. There we go. And now I'm unmuted. They said, hi, Suds Buster.
Hey,
how are you,
guys.
Heather? All right. So
You're
he's
doing-
going to do everything. Everything on here except for that. All this is going to be painted. Obviously, there's different ways to do this, right? Like, you don't have to do it all one way, but this is the way we do it. Make a mess. So we're just going to wipe her off.
I like the style because you just slap it on.
Yeah. Until you get it, you know, the way you want. Like, I like it to be darker in certain places. Some of this is going to have white over top. I probably should put an apron on. I have a white shirt on. That would be bad. You been working on your barn? Ooh, I can't wait to see it. I am dying. Nobody's posted any of
Yes.
their barns in the VIP group.
Please
so
share. I want
if
to
you
see
guys
these
get it done,
files.
you probably don't have them done yet. They do take a little bit.
Yeah,
but
that's some work. But
if you get it done, we definitely want to see it. For sure. How is everybody? We went to this place on the lake for dinner. It was called Seneca Harbor Station. It's right on Seneca Lake. Beautiful place. It had the best dessert. Me and Parker shared this. It was called a raspberry bomb or something, but it had like a cream puff in it with like raspberry and chocolate. It was really, really good. One of the best desserts I've ever had. Did you say you're using baby oil? Yes. I used paper towels to start, but it didn't really wipe it off as much as I wanted it to. So now I'm using baby wipes. But you can wipe it as much or as little as you want. Everything.
yeah, but I don't want to too far ahead. It's
Oh.
supposed to dry.
That doesn't matter. I have a baby wipe. Yes. And we mentioned if you spend over $100 in the sale from last night, you get a free gift. I'll show you guys those. And then if you're one of our, special customers, that's what we keep saying, you get 2 free gifts. The one free gift and then the other one that's exclusive. Still need to order barns for craft shows. Do you paint them up and people buy them? Or do you leave them blank and have people buy them? Hi, Stephanie. Let me show you guys those gifts really quick. So this is the free gift that everyone gets with purchase. It's the gingerbread man cup and a cup of cocoa or whatever, and then the snowman. And it says warm and cozy and merry and bright. And then if you're a special customer, you get this plus this one, which is the mason jars. These are so cute. It's a penguin, snowman, and gingerbread man little mason jar ornaments. They're both ornaments. Super cute though. Super cute. You guys probably thought we weren't going to go live because we're later than we normally are, huh? So yeah, just applying it, the paste. You guys know I used to always use that walnut gel stain, but we got rid of that now. So it's retired. So now I've been sticking with our paste. You paint them up and sell them? Awesome. This is also way quicker than painting, if you can't tell. Hi, Angel. Like I said, I go darker in certain spots, lighter in others. It's totally up to you how you want it to look. Pretty sure you qualified? You did. It was on your invoice, silly. You didn't see it? Aren't these like so cute though? These like little decorative pieces. Once you see it all together.
This is the applique tree.
Applique. You had never heard of that. It was a new word for him.
Sure is. I think it's fresh, but it's falling apart.
I wanted to do that interchangeable, not interchangeable, like the shelf thing, but it was going to take a little bit too long, so we'll probably do that tomorrow. Isn't that pretty? I love it too. I already did that one, huh? And they always dry a little bit lighter, you'll see as they kind of dry. It is going to be so cute, Felicia. Did you see you won? I think it was the Sunday Funday thing this past week, and I need your information so I can send you something. Sharon Weldon, you're going to go on the Sunday Funday basket. Thank you for commenting. I'll reset the timer. Let me write down Sharon's name. Like I said, every 10 minutes it goes off, so commenting is beneficial because you will get the chance to go in the baskets. Can't wait to see this complete. I know it's cute. You still have some of the first stain from years ago? Yeah, I'm sure it's still good. The Tobacco Road one, like the liquidy type. I have it from when it first came out and it still works just fine. I use the Au Natural now more often. I also use the Tobacco Road, but I really grew to love that walnut gel stain, so I don't know. I've kind of been just going with this lately.
Okay. None of those?
Nope, I already got those. There we go. Look how quick that was. Way quicker. We'll still sand everything a little bit on the edges and all that, but you have the barn and everything painted. What color did you do? Did you do red? I can't wait to see your guys' barns. I'm telling you. The barns were also in the sale. You can claim the barns plus the add-ons that Mark created, plus our craft box and our club cutouts. Our special customers get 30% off of those two things. And then you can also add anything on from Etsy as well if you would like. Okay, so then I'm gonna paint the snowflake. There's a dove and then there's a cardinal. So I'm gonna use Cherry. Hi, Darcy. And we'll paint our little cardinal. And then we'll use white to paint the other two things. So we're just gonna give this a quick coat of cherry.
Alright, so these you're not using?
Yeah, I'm just using the two. Go through my paste. I don't use as much to make sure they aren't dried out. Yeah. We just threw away like a ton of paste singles. They were ones that I've had from like years ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
So, had to get rid of them, but that's okay. Thanks, Debbie. I think they turned out really good. All right, I'm super close to the bottom of both of these jars, so I'm going to combine really quick. Just use a multi-tool. This has that angled edge to get all that paste out of there so you don't let it go to waste. And then we'll give these a quick coat. I can't wait. Hi, Gwendolyn. How are ya? So we'll just give our dove and our snowflake a quick coat. And then we'll get everything dry real quick. I may end up doing two coats because I want the dove to like really stand out and be bright white against the like lighter white of the tree. You'll see how we're gonna do it here in a minute.
You plan on seeing these, just do like that, just a little bit, or?
Yeah, but you don't have to do it yet because I still have to do the other part over top of it.
Oh.
All right, and then we'll do our snowflake really fast. I always get my excess off when I have things like this because you don't want it to get into all those grooves because you guys know we always work so hard to sand them. Well, I try not to. You love red birds? I was when we were at my in-laws the other day, I saw a cardinal on my mother-in-law's bird feeder. Every time I see a cardinal, you know, it always reminds me of my grandma. She loved cardinals, and she, you know, when people pass, they always say the cardinal's it's like, you know, her coming to say, hey. Find yourself using some colors over and over again. I am the same way though, Susan. Like, you don't see me use a lot of odd colors because I don't use them in my home. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes I sell the projects or whatever, but for the most part, I stick with what I'm going to use. But that's what's the beauty of it, right? Like, everybody can use whatever color they like. Okay, let's get these dry really fast. I'm going to do another quick coat of the white, and then I'll show you the little technique we're going to do on top of these pieces. Cardinals are your favorite. They're pretty, huh? So this surface I'm actually going to keep this color. I might need to wipe it a little bit. Well, I guess it won't matter because the pieces are going to go on top. But you can see it lightens up even more. And isn't that like pretty? I just love that. And it's literally just espresso paste mixed with some black. Like I said, it dries up even more as it sits. There's some paste down in this little area right here. Lots of paste apparently. There we go. Your daughter says she sees a cardinal almost every day and she feels like it's a sign of her grandpa. See? Yeah, I love that. I'm the same way. That was not the right area. I went to the wrong one. I keep seeing it. Okay. You've been busy with resin projects? Awesome. You guys are just jumping on. Say hey, comment, trees. We're doing our first Christmas in July project. Is it our first? Is this the first Christmas in July project we've done? I think it is.
This year. Yeah.
Normally I think I've done one by now. July 1st I'm like chomping at the bit to do Christmas. You guys know I love me some Christmas. Alright. I did notice tonight, so Sophie, she was in basketball in the winter, and then she did track this summer to kind of help her. She did get faster. That's one thing I noticed. I think track helped her with that, and we kept telling her she needs to be more aggressive, and she definitely was. She did a really good job. She was actually on the floor on her back at one point because she tackled a girl. I was like, whoa. But if you watch, like if you guys ever watch basketball these days, those girls are vicious. Like they go after each other. They aren't scared to do that. So I kept telling her last year, you gotta be more aggressive. And she definitely is more aggressive. So I'm just doing 2 coats because again, I want this to be like a stark white compared to my other part. It was a nice sale last night. We're super thankful to you guys. It was super successful already. Like I said, I'm about halfway through sending invoices. I'll probably send some more tonight and then finish them up in the morning. Did as many as I could before I had to leave to get the kiddos, and then I had to run to Walmart and get my script. So that kind of messed the day up, but
Been a busy day.
happy the kids are home. All right, we're done with that part. What we're gonna do next is this part's gonna stay like this. This part's also gonna stay, where's the other circle? Over here. So this goes on top of this. So all of this is gonna stay that brown color. So we can actually take that and sand those. I think I'll leave,
These ones here?
yeah, so this tree has a snowflake. So I'm gonna do the snowflake on the other tree. So that is gonna be white. So we're gonna leave that color. Because that's gonna go on that tree.
How do you want these sanded? Just like a little bit on the edges?
The edges, yeah.
Just, like to see the wood just a little?
Yeah. We leave for Boston next Wednesday night. It's actually Delaney's birthday. Her dad, like every time it's one of the kids' birthdays, we want to see them the day of their birthday. So we switched some days around so he's able to see her in the morning, and then I will pick them up in the afternoon, and we're gonna actually go about halfway between here in Boston, which I looked it up, and it's Albany, New York. So we're gonna stay there for the night, then get up Thursday morning and drive the rest of the way to Boston. And the concert is that night at 8 o'clock. Hi, Christina. How are you?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, a little bit more. You can go heavy. Okay, so all these pieces go on top of the trees. What we're gonna do next is take our bright white paste. I have my dry brush, and we're just gonna put it into our paste, and then I'm gonna dab it off, which I know doesn't make sense, but I want it to be like really staring on here. Does that make sense? Like I want you to be able to see some of the wood.
I'm just trying to make sure before we do.
Yeah. So that's what I want. And you can, dip it as many times as you need. And I kind of dip it on the paper towel too. And we can always sand it a little bit more as well. But I go in one direction because I don't want like streaks. But that's kind of what I'm going for. So I'm going to do that on all these pieces. Same thing, dip it and then just offload. But this is why it's like key to kind of stain it first, because it gives you that like specific look. You know what I mean? And that's so pretty. Look at that. I love it. I make it look so easy. Terry, I promise you, you can do it. You look like a new name. We're super happy to have you here. Welcome. Like I tell you guys this all the time, but before chalk, like it'll be 5 years in November. 2020 is when I joined. November of 2020. I was not crafty prior to this. I swear to you. Like I did not craft. I didn't own a single pair of fabric scissors, ribbon, ask Mark. I literally had no craft supplies whatsoever. I was not a crafter. Joined Chalk as a designer without having ever tried the product. Fell in love because it was so easy. And then, they say some things can't be taught, but I think that as like a crafter, you can be taught. Like I don't think I'm like creative. So, Jenny, you're gonna go in the Sunday Fun Day baskets. Timer is reset. Yeah, it is. I promise you guys, you can do it. Like, even if you just want to do basic. Like, I started out very basic. Like, we didn't do, like, a lot of crazy things to start. We just did a transfer, paste, very, very simple. And then kind of branched out from there. But I was not crafty. I literally did not craft at all. I think the most I did was, like, little footprints of my kids with acrylic paint once in a while. But so this is what he did. He just went around and sanded all the edges on these pieces.
I'm gonna glue this on so it kind of sets up.
Hi, Sonia. I'm a natural. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I promise you, it didn't just happen overnight. But it really is easy. I assure you. If you guys have never tried our products, you definitely need to. It's very awesome and easy. Hi, Pam. How are ya? Some of them I went a little too heavy. That one right there, I'll definitely sand it down a little bit. But that's the beauty of it, is that you can take a little bit more off or whatever. Doesn't that look pretty? I love the look of it. So we're just gonna keep doing this on all these pieces. And it doesn't require a ton of dry time either, because obviously we're not putting a big layer of paint on there. It is. It's very addictive, very therapeutic. Now I don't know what I would do if I couldn't craft. Like if I go a couple days without it, like if I'm on a trip or something, I miss it. Truly. It's so weird.
You want the birds and stuff staying at the same?
Yeah. So we're just going to keep doing this on all these pieces. Give them a try. Yes, exactly. And we have some really awesome promotions going on this month for those who join our crafting community. So if you guys want to learn about that, just comment trees. You won't regret it, I promise. Hi, Rachel. How are ya? We're doing a cutout from our sale last night. Like I said, you guys have until the 22nd to claim from that sale. Still tons of stuff left, retired chalk stuff, plus exclusive cutouts that are only available from that sale. They won't be on Etsy. And like I said, this is one of them. Heather was never into crafting. I was so surprised when she wanted to try chalking. I love that, Debbie. That makes me happy. I didn't know that about Heather. Thanks for sharing that with me. Yes, comment trees. Because like I said, I was literally not a crafter. I did not craft at all. I can remember, I don't even know, for our wedding, we got married in June of 2020, so it was not long before I joined Chalk, but I had to do something for the wedding. I think we were cutting up little pieces of ivy looking stuff, and we were wrapping silverware in fabric napkins, And I had like my mom and best friend come over and help me do it because even that was like something that I wasn't like comfortable with. So, you know, it's just one of those things, like now, flash forward however many years, and you know, I think that's pretty cool. So like I said, I'll do like my favorite things from the sale. This was one of them, that one interchangeable, not interchangeable, like you call it that. It's like a shelf, farmhouse shelf. That's gonna be something I do. I don't know what else yet. I have a few other things I think I wanna do, but I'm not. I think I really wanna do those deer, the standing deer, they're really cute. I know, don't you love seeing their projects, Suzanne? They do some really cute things, don't they? All right, I think we got all those done, right? No. Yes. Where's the snowflake? Did you take the snowflake?
Yeah.
Did I paint it white? Not that snowflake. The other one. The little one?
Oh, this?
Yeah, I need that one. Hey, Lisa. So this one, I'm going to do a little bit of a heavier coat on. No, I'm not doing that. I'm doing the snowflake on top of it. I'm not doing that. Sorry. Disregard. That is just bright white. Bright white, and then we cleaned out the lines with a detail tool. Isn't that pretty? All right. We're done painting already, guys. How quick and painless that was. Super simple. All right, so I think what we'll do first is do our transfer. So like I said, this one's called Christmas Delivery. It's one of my new favorites. It just came out. It's got all these different like stamps on it. And like I said, we have all the cutouts that go with this on Etsy. So we're just using two. We're gonna use the little snowflake right here. And then the little one that says Merry Christmas 1225. So I'm not even gonna worry about fuzzing these because it'll be fine. Or waxing these. I'm just gonna fuzz it because it's my first time using this one. Don't give up, we have redone. Oh, what'd she say? I missed it. Yeah, there's some things that don't turn out, right? What did she say? I didn't even see it. My second child project didn't go so well. I'm not sure why. Where is it? Right here. But I'm just going to keep trying. What? So what was the issue? I'm just curious, Lisa. Maybe we can help you. So if you guys are new, these are reusable silkscreen transfers. You can use them over and over again. Like I said, we have a ton of these that are retired that you can't get anymore in the sale from last night's Comet Trees. So you can go claim. It did end up being like 2.5 hours long. So if you don't have a lot of patience, just watch the beginning for the cutouts. But if you want to watch for some of the retired stuff, that's after. Aren't the stamps so cute? I'm going to do so many things with this transfer. This one right here is my all-time favorite in the middle. It's got like a Christmas tree. It's very like vintage looking, which is up my alley. Very cute. So I think instead of using just classic bright white, I'm going to use Shimmer Frost because it's going to make it pop. But what I'm going to do first is use bright white. And I know that sounds weird, but Shimmer Frost is a little bit more translucent. And so I want you to really be able to see this really well. So we're gonna do it in bright white first. If I can get my snowflake on here right, would be helpful. Yes, Comet Trees. I know this fits because I double checked them all, but I just got to get it on here just right. Right there. So I'm just going to do it in bright white to start. So just press your transfer down, take a squeegee, and then just press your paste right through. And like I said, we're just going to use these as a little embellishment. Yeah, Shimmer Frost is really pretty. But again, I'm just using white first because I'm going to do the shimmer over top just to make it sparkle. And then this one right here is just a little Merry Christmas. We're going to use that on there. Got that one off just a little bit. Hi, Karen. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. Okay. And then we'll do this part. Press it through, get your excess off. Hi, Carol. And then peel it up. Look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Just a cute little embellishment. And then I'm literally just going to take it, set it on here, and I'm just going to use a baby wipe to clean it. Don't use a baby wipe to clean it if you're going to like put it up. Use the board eraser. But I'm going to use it again really quick because I want to use the frost. So I'm just going to wipe it really quickly so the paste doesn't get all over the place. wipe it quickly. You always, yeah, it's a good idea with frost just because it is pretty translucent. So we'll just get these dry really fast. So that's bright white, and then shimmer frost, you can see it's like a lot lighter, but it's got that shimmer in it. So we'll use that over top. I painted it. I actually used, espresso mixed with black velvet, and then we put it on with a dry brush, and then wiped it off with a baby wipe to get that effect. Then took a dry brush, dipped it in bright white, got the excess off on like a paper towel, and just went real sparingly. Like some of these I'm going to sand even more on top. You can see I went a little too heavy. On Tuesday after work, I almost got hit by a car. Oh my gosh, that's scary, Christina. It was the cell phone holder. I painted it, dried it, waxed it, and then used the transfer. For some reason, when I looked at the transfer, the paint didn't look right. Did you sand it? Because sometimes if you don't sand, once you paint, like you always see me use a 220 grit if it's a little uneven. It can bleed a little bit.
Air bubble?
Yeah, or there was an air bubble, something like that. So we're just gonna get the white dry. And then we're gonna take our transfer and lay it right back down over top. Hi, Reenie, I'm good, how are you? And what's nice is these are super transparent, super easy to line it up, right where you had it to begin with. Right there. And then we'll take our shimmer frost and pop it on top. Reenie Smith, you're gonna go in the Sunday Funday basket. Pull this off of here first. Might be hard to see, but it's a little shimmery now. Let me reset my timer. We are doing our trees from last night. They're gonna be really cute when we're done. Really cute. So there's that. Let's do our little snowflake real fast. Let me write down Reenie's name. Put her in our basket. I think I need to get a new Sharpie. You're welcome. Yeah. Try again. You got this, girl. All right. This part might be a little bit more tricky to line up. Oh, no, I guess not. It's pretty easy. Is it all the same the whole way around? I think it is. There we go. No? Close. Let me turn it a couple different ways and see. This one's a little bit more tricky. Right? I'm just trying to spin it and line it up. You did a smaller cell phone holder and it came out great. I mean, I'm not saying like there isn't a little bit of a learning curve. Like I had some, trust me, I had my issues where I had like the peel up. Like, you know, you learn as you go. I promise, you'll get it. All right, do our shimmer frost on top. I was gonna use some sea spray with this, which is like a texture, it's like a powder to give it a little bit extra, but I think it'll be okay. We'll just do the, how pretty that is. What do you think? So there's our two little embellishments. I'm just gonna throw this in my sink. We'll clean it with tap water and board eraser. You guys are gonna see me use that transfer a lot this year because that's a new favorite. All right, we're done with that part. So what we'll do next, move these to the side. Mark's working on sanding everything, but I'm gonna start as well. And I'm just using 80 grit. You can hear him down there sanding. But we go around the edge and get all the excess off and also take a little bit of the paste off on the side just to distress it. And then in some of them, I went a little bit too heavy on the paint. So I'll just kind of go, it's like this part right here. I'll just kind of sand it a little bit more, see? And then it gets rid of it. I do, I love my little bee. It's right here behind me. My little bee sticky note holder. Very cute. It means even more because it's from a very special customer and friend. One of our club members that have been with us the longest. just go through and get all this sanded just a little bit. And then we'll start gluing everything together. See how pretty that looks though? Like this one right here, I'm just gonna kind of go over the top just a little bit. A little too heavy. So take that off. But this is a fairly quick project and it's gonna make like a really cute piece of decor. You guys know Christmas is my favorite. Once I start doing Christmas, it's usually really hard for me to stop. But we'll just do a few Christmas and July projects and then we'll go heavy into fall. And then you'll see me just transition to Christmas pretty quick after that. There you go, Lisa. You got this, girl. Thank you guys for hanging out, even though, like I said, this isn't our normal time. We appreciate it. This one I went a little too heavy on. The same thing, just sand it a little bit. I love the look of these. Isn't it like a cool technique? Super easy, doesn't take a ton of thought, but makes it look pretty neat. Oh look, Mark already glued this together. Look how cute this is.
Yeah, I like the set. Still like
Yeah.
the little.
So he just used tacky glue, but this is the one base. So the, oh no, the circle's way off.
It wasn't.
It is, look. I can't move it. Oh, there we go, I got it. So he just used tacky glue. So the base is here, then you put the smaller one on, there's a little slot in that, and then the slot in the snowflake. And then this goes in it, and then all the pieces will layer on this, and then this is the other one, so it'll go on top of there. You're still working on summer projects? Yeah, I'm not really a summer crafter, honestly. I do spring and patriotic, and then I kind of jump into fall and Christmas, because it's my jam. Yeah, there's no such thing as a normal time, that's right. Everybody can make their own decision about what they want to craft. That's the beauty of it, right? Choo-choo trains going by. And again, this is just one I kind of went a little heavy on, so I'll just kind of sand that. I think this is the last piece. No such thing as normal. That's right. How are you, Dana? You feeling okay? Just getting all those little nooks and crannies. I love the look of that. Looks good. What's wrong? I fixed it.
Oh, I took the stick out.
Oh,
So
does
you
it need
can
to
glue
be
it
in there?
together. It's gonna be easier to glue together flat.
Oh. Okay. Wipe off my desk. And then we're going to start gluing everything together. I'm actually, because these are a little bit more faded, I'm going to kind of sand this over top too, just to give it the same kind of look. Not quite as perfectly brown. See that? Yeah, some people like to use ink more than paste. I use more paste than ink, but my mother-in-law definitely likes the ink better. Makes a lot of shirts. You're feeling better still in the hospital? How long do you have to stay there? I think I asked you this, but I don't know if you responded or if I just didn't see it. Could have been one of the two, who knows. All right, so then there's certain ones that go on certain ones, and I gotta remember. Certain ones look a certain way. This one must go here, you can tell. No. This must be this one. Why don't I go for that one?
There's duplicates.
They're all the same?
Oh, yeah, there's duplicates.
I thought they were different, because this is bigger. See? That's not right. Is that right? Glad to catch you live. I love that video of Mark calling your mom to say goodnight. Wasn't that so funny, Tara? Oh my gosh. He cracked me up. Cracked me up. So funny. This one I think goes here. And we need one more for the bottom, which is this guy. Or is it that guy? This guy. Look how pretty that is. And then, like I said, we'll add the bird on there. I'm gonna go like that. And then this one stands up, and then the other one. So I'm gonna use tacky glue, but then I'm gonna use a little bit of hot glue too, just because I want it to stay. You just start doing that, and then I'll do the hot glue. Now it's a puzzle. Nah, we got it. Just took us a second. It's pretty much the same, or is it exactly the same? It is exactly the same. I just thought it was a little bit different, but losing my mind.
This
So I'm just
one
gonna
is
use.
probably the tacky glue or hot glue. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell though once you like
Yeah.
look at it.
Isn't it cute? I like it a lot. Yeah, we'll have to use hot glue so that one stays and doesn't slide all over the place. Glue them all on. Isn't it cute? I love this one. Super like simple concept. I didn't add hot glue to that one.
It's better.
We'll be fine. Might just put this on your list. Isn't it cute? Marshall Weber, you're gonna go in the Sunday
You can
Funday
tell
basket.
you sent them over, but I don't know if that's the next one or not. Is it? Yeah.
Oh, there's a little tiny like gnat after me.
A little fly just
Driving
in
me
here
nuts.
all day.
Driving me bananas. Let me write down Marsha's name before I forget. Had insurance and rehab issues too. Had to go to learn how to walk again. Oh, goodness.
The cardinal goes on that one, right?
Yeah.
Did
No,
you switch it?
I think it's opposite. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so there's this one. Isn't that cute? We're not done, obviously. We're gonna add our little embellishments and our cardinal. So the cardinal we're just gonna put right here in the corner.
Are you gluing those on or are you doing something different?
I'm gonna tack them on a different way, no. So this, I'm actually gonna add a tiny bit of hot glue to this too. Just so it doesn't go anywhere. We'll just place it kind of like that. All right. Then, let's just add our kickstand. So with the kickstand, you guys know we always kind of place it up just a tiny bit, like a little gap from the bottom.
That one.
Or does it need to go on the bottom?
No. So this is a little bit different style. So you
Put it at the
make
bottom?
sure-
Or up high?
Just make sure the fin is at the bottom, but you'll see what I mean by the slot. It's a little bit different. It like sticks past it for some reason.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it still needs to go up a little bit. Yeah, so just space that up a little bit. Again, I'm going to use hot glue just so it stays. But you could use tack glue and then let it cure however kind of you want to do it. And I'll place that down. And then I'll take my fin, put my tacky glue on here, take my hot glue and just fill the little crack. And then just slide that right there. And I did pretty good. See, it's right at the very bottom. So that it just stands right up. And then, I should probably leave that down so those don't slide. Are they gonna slide? We're gonna glue these ones down. How far down? How much of a
Just
gap?
start right at the top.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of working.
So we're just gonna use our hot glue on this part. Is that the second one?
It's the same as that tree. So.
This
No, it's the
that's the
bottom.
bottom. Are they cute? What do you guys think? I love them. Something different, right? You guys know how I feel about hot glue. It drives me nuts. You don't have much play with moving it around either. Concentrating. Trying to make sure they're straight. And the bottom one goes this way. Whoa. All the glue strings. And then we'll put our dough on here. It's gonna sit right there. So I'll just add my tacky glue here. And a tiny bit here. And then just a little bit of hot glue. So she doesn't move on us. Glue that down. And then we'll put it in our base and add our embellishments. You guys aren't commenting much, huh? Hi, Victoria. I expected to come back with a bunch of comments, and there was none. It's okay. All right, so this one, we're gonna pick it up and get all of our glue strings off, as you guys know. Can't stand them suckers. And then this just goes right in here, a little slot. And you can glue it a little bit on the back if you want, but I think it's gonna be okay. How cute that is. And then here's the other one. And then I have my little embellishments here. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. This one I can for sure poke a hole in it, but this snowflake's really tiny, so I don't know how I want to do this yet.
Maybe like tag at the top of the tree,
Like up here? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. This one, I'm just gonna poke a hole. I'm gonna use my power punch. Poke a little hole in the corner right here. Isn't it pretty? What do you guys think? So cute, right? But I grabbed some little embellishments because I thought, why not? So we might add a couple of those really fast. This one, I think we're just gonna add a little snowflake at the very top. I think I like that. This little fly thing is annoying today. Glue that on there. And then my thought, I got these, I think these ones are from Hobby Lobby, I think. I thought to just add a little pop of green. Just like a little sprig or something.
frozen again.
I know, it keeps doing that. I don't know why. I'm just gonna cut a little piece of this off. And just kind of add it like behind my cardinal with like a berry maybe or something. It's being funky. I also grabbed some of this, which I thought could be kind of neat. It's like a, I don't even know, I got this from my Amazon link, but it's like a, I don't even know what you call it. But the way I want to use it is like, take a pencil. I'm going to cut the very end off because it's a little funky on the end. Take my pencil and I'm just going to kind of wrap it around here. It's wired. Glue the fly underneath the snowflake.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. And I'm just gonna make just a cute little like curly thing. How is this pencil as sharp? Did you use this?
I sharpened it with a knife.
Oh, that's a cute little thing. I might turn that down. I don't know if I need it to go. Then I have some berries. I think I'll use like a berry. We don't need a really big one. It's like a jute, but it's not like a jute. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I just like it. Use a little berry. You guys know I like to just add some cute little embellishments, especially with Christmas decor. It's kind of my jam. I can get this where I want it to be here. Definitely don't need this to be this long. Let's make it a little shorter. Notice that my color and my sense of humor is back. Good! I'm happy to hear that. That makes me happy. It's very good to hear, Dana. Cute. Isn't that cute? I like it. So there's one. And then this one, my thought was, let's take, I just have some light cream colored twine here. Yeah, it's in my Amazon link, Felicia. I don't know what it was called.
Stuff's cool.
It is cool. It just popped up on like my, you know how Amazon like says you might like this. I don't know. Amazon knows that I'll like it, so they just tell me that I should buy it and I listen, so they know that. Alright, so I'm just tying that little thing around there, and then I thought to just tie it like here, but I'm gonna add something extra. Like it's not just gonna be this, because I think that's gonna be a little bit weird to just have this little, I think I'll just do it on I'm not done. Trust the process here. Trust the process. I'm gonna tie that around there. And then I kind of like to leave my twine a little bit longer. I'm gonna use, I have some of this ribbon. I thought to just make like a, how do I want to do this? I'm just gonna cut like a little angled piece. Like this, I think. I'll just do like a really little one. And then, because you guys know I like the shabby chic kind of thing, I'm gonna take my detail tool. This side's already kind of frayed, you can see that. This side isn't, so I'm just gonna kind of separate it and fray it. And then, Mark, can you give me that red? The velvet over there, yep. I want a little pop of red because we have the red on the cardinal on this one. So I'm just gonna take a tiny piece of this velvet. There you go. Take that, and then another little piece of our twine right here. Like the pop with the red cardinal, me too. That's why I'm adding a little pop of red on this one too. We're just gonna like cinch it in the center, and it's just gonna be like a really cute, tiny little bow. Nothing crazy, just a little something in the center. It's important to cinch it though, because otherwise you don't get that bow look. It's a simple little kind of tip so that you get like a bow shape without actually trying to make a bow. Does that make sense? Whatever I'm trying to say here. Like that. Just tie it around twice here. And then I'm just going to trim this excess off. We just have like a cute little Just simple little thing. And I'm kind of just gonna glue it. That one I think is good. I'm just gonna add a little embellishment to this one. I'm just gonna glue this part on right above it. And then I'm just gonna add a little sprig of the greenery again. Throwing things on the floor. Trying to find which one I want to use. Use this one, I think. Small details. I know, right? It's all about the little embellishments. It doesn't take much. Just a little something, and it gives it a whole nother, like, dimension or whatever. I'm just gluing this behind. And then, just because I have this extra little curly Q, and I think it's so cute, I'm going to use that as well. Because I think it's cute. There we go. Look how cute they are, you guys. I think I'll trim my, well, I guess I'll leave it like that. What do you guys think? Aren't they cute? What do we think? Cute, right? Hit the heart button. I think they turned out so cute. This one looks crooked. There we go. What do you think? Cute, right? I love them. I don't know which one's my favorite though. They're both cute. I like them. So again, you guys can grab these from our sale through the 22nd. Thanks for hanging out with me. We appreciate it. I'm sure we'll be live tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try, until we leave for the trip, I'm going to try to go live every day other than Saturday, because Saturday we'll be at the water park all day. We're getting up at 6 a.m. to leave, and we're not going to be home until late. So I love them too. You guys are awesome. As always, if you have any questions, let us know. Like I said, comment trees, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.